Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Tuendelee mahali tulikuwa tumefika. Ghusl complete bath becomes obligatory in the following conditions: when Armani seminal fluid is discharged owing to stimulation, whether actual or imagined, were asleep or awake. When an actual intercourse takes place, even if no discharge occurs. When a woman comes out of her regular menstrual cycle. When the normal flow of blood ceases from the womb after giving birth. The procedure is as follows. Make the intention for ghusl in your heart and utter the name of Allah as for wudu. Wash the hands first and the affected parts of the body with water to remove any impurity. Perform ablution as above. Rub water through your hair 3 times, letting the water penetrate down to the roots of the hair. Pour water over the head and the rest of the body 3 times, starting from the right side. Wash the whole body using clean water, making sure that every part of the body has got water. No area of the body, even equal to a hair, should be left dry during ghusl. Tayammum, dry ablution. On certain occasions, it may become either impossible, example when water cannot be found or just enough for drinking is available, or it is dangerous due to illness to use water for wudu or ghusl. In such situations, tayammum is performed. Tayammum is performed. Tayammum is performed. The procedure is as follows. Make the intention of tayammum in your heart and utter the name of Allah. Strike the palms of both hands simultaneously on earth, sand or stone in order of preference which is dry and clean. Pour both palms together from the beginning of the forehead where the hair grows down to the bridge of the nose. Both sides of the forehead joining the ears and over the eyebrows should be included. Rub the right hand with the left palm on the whole back from the wrist bone to the fingertips. Similarly for the left hand with the right palm. Nullification of ablution. Ablution is nullified and invalidated by the following acts. When one goes to the toilet for a call and something comes out, either urine or excrement. When you pass fluid. When one had a deep sleep. When you touch your sexual organs directly while unclothed. When you eat camel's meat. Fainting or becoming unconscious for any reason, be it madness, drunkenness, or drug taking. Conditions for correctness of prayer. There are conditions for the validity and correctness of prayer. It is not correct except with them. They are as follows. Knowledge of its time. Prayer is not valid when performed before its prescribed time or delayed after it, except for a valid reason like traveling, sleeping, or forgetfulness. Ablution. That is, you should make ablution as we did explicitly described in its characteristics. Purification. For the clothes, body, and the place of prayer. Covering the aura, private parts. It is not allowed for a Muslim to pray naked or private parts to be seen while in prayer. The aura for men is between his navel and knees, while the body of a woman is aura except her face and palms in prayers. facing the Qibla, and that is to face with one's face the direction of the Qibla, that is the sacred Kaaba in Mecca. Once these conditions have been fulfilled and facilitated for prayer has been made, it is upon you to perform it as follows. Pillars of prayer. Indeed, prayer has pillars. If any is neglected intentionally or out of forgetfulness, the prayer is null and void, or the unit rakah which was neglected is nullified. The pillars are as follows, starting at that is in the obligatory prayers, not in the sunnah ones. This is in accordance with the statement of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The prayer starting if you are not able to do so, then by sitting if you are not able, then by lying down. Al-Bukhari, Ahmad, and Abu Dawud. Takbiratur Ihram, takbir of commencing prayer, in accordance with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, saying, it is entered by takbir. Abu Dawud at Tirmidhi and Hakim. Its characteristics is the saying Allahu Akbar, recitation of Al-Fatiha, the opening chapter in every unit. In the hadith, there is no prayer for the one who did not recite in it the opening chapter. Al-Bukhari and Muslim. Boy in every unit, in accordance with the statement of Allah, the Exalted One. O believers, bow and prostrate and worship your Lord. Al-Hajj 22 verse 77. Raising from bowing until you stand straight, in accordance with his sallallahu alaihi wasallam command and action. Prostrating in every unit. This is the greatest pillar, and that is pressing the forehead on the ground. It is supposed to be performed with 7 needs twice in every unit. The ribs touching the ground are as follows: the forehead plus the nose, the hands, the knees, and the tips of the feet, sitting between the two prostrations. This is in accordance with his sallallahu alaihi wasallam's actions. When he sallallahu alaihi wasallam raises his head from the prostration, he does not prostrate the second time until he sits straight. Calmness and tranquility, and that was in every position in prayer. The evidences have been reported in multitude of people in succession that whoever does not have serenity in his prayer has indeed not prayed. He is thus ordered to repeat it. The last tashhadu, in accordance with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's action and statement, pray as you have seen me praying. Al-Bukhari. As-salatu aran Nabi, sending prayers to the Prophet in the last tashhadu, that is to say, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad, or Allah said prayer on Muhammad, adhering to the order between the prayers, the pillars. Indeed, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to pray in a systematic manner. Taslim, salutation of peace, in accordance with his sallallahu alaihi wasallam statement. 8. The prayer is excited by the taslim. Al-Hakim and Al-Dhahabi, who declared it authentic. The salutation has been regarded to relieve one from prayer, for it's ending at a sign of completion. Ruling of a person who has neglected a pillar in prayer. Whoever lifts a pillar of those mentioned above, in case it is the takbiratul ihram, then his prayer is invalid. And if it is any other pillar which has been left out intentionally apart from the takbiratul ihram, his prayer is also null and void. In case it has been neglected, forgetful, example, bowing or prostration, when one remembers before commencing recitation of another unit, he returns to perform it, and whatever is after it of that unit which has been left off. If one remembers it after commencing the recitation of another unit, the whole of that unit is invalidated. Another unit will be performed in its place, and then prostration for forgetfulness is performed at the end. If one knows of the neglected pillar after the salutation, in case it is the last tashhadu or the salutation, one will perform it and then make prostration of forgetfulness and later the salutation. In case the left out pillar is other part apart from the last tashhadu or salutation, example, it is bowing or prostration, one is supposed to perform the whole unit in place of the unit wherein the pillar has been neglected, after which one performs the prostration of forgetfulness so long as the time between them is not long. If the time frame is wrong or one's ablution is nullified, one will repeat the whole prayer. The characteristic of prayer: one starts facing the direction of Qibla with humility, making his intention in his heart of the kind of prayer you want to perform without uttering it. Raise your hands till they are aligned with the shoulders or the ears, close to them, and say Allahu Akbar, and this is known as the takbiratul ihram. 3. Then press your right hand over your left on your chest. Commence your prayer with a supplication, praising Allah and extolling Him. Then seek protection of Allah from Satan, the accursed. Then he said Suratul Fatiha and whatever of the Quran you are able to. Then raise your hands and say Allahu Akbar.